With her can-do attitude, love of simple gardens and decades of experience, Charlie Dimmock is one of Britain's best-loved gardeners.
I'm in the element, boys!
But the Rich brothers are the new trendsetters. Winners of multiple medals at the Chelsea Flower Show.
Perfect, look at that.
Yeah.
The boys have become known for their dramatic outdoor spaces. Now these two different generations of gardening are going head-to-head.
I know they've got a gold medal, but I can come up with a few ideas.
They're meeting frustrated garden owners across the country.
What do you like about the garden? Nothing!
And will each pitch them a design based on their needs.
You look confused. Yeah, Go for it.
And budget. The winner brings their design to life. And the loser,
Goodness me!
when difference has to help them build it. This is styles collide.
What have you done?
It's what happens
Oh my goodness!
Charlie.
Oh, sharp!
to turn garden dreams into reality.
Wow! You've created an amazingly magical space.
It's time for Charlie and the Rich brothers to discover whose garden they are competing to design this time.
This is Kerry and Mark's garden and Corby.
Not a lot going on.
No, there isn't really, is there? New build, very plain.
That is as plain as it gets, I think. There's nothing in there at all.
Nice fences.
It is, yeah, very good, a lot of it as
That's
well.
because that's all we can see.
Totally uninspired.
Spider at the moment, it's just a
There's
square.
nothing. There's grass, tiny amount of patio, and that's it, basically.
So Mark's a lorry driver and he's away the whole week. So this needs to be a garden that they can come together on the weekend,
That empty.
so he turns it round and it could be a social time.
Sure he doesn't crowd, yeah. Park up the lorry in the garden, because it's...
Because weekends together are so precious, the couple struggle to find the time to tackle what has been the ultimate blank canvas.
Got some tables, chairs bit out there, but that's about it.
Yeah, it doesn't look very welcoming and relaxing.
Getting on a bit now. Gardening's more appealing.
For yourself.
Gardening's getting more appealing to me as well now.
But they love entertaining, they love spending time outside. They actually met in a pub. So they love this being that weekend entertaining space.
Ooh, outdoor pub.
That sounds
Pub
good to
garden.
me.
I would like a seating area where we can sit at the end of the day where the sun is, and have like a bar area where we could all sit and have a drink. We want people to come to us and enjoy our garden, our company.
Rather than spending the time in the house, it'd be nice to go out into the garden, into the outdoors.
And the budget is for the garden, but I don't feel it looks too £4,000.
That's a nice big set.
No, manageable.
Size budget.
I mean, there is nothing in the very manageable exactly.
It's a fun brief for the designers, but with nothing at all in the garden to work with, not even a single plant, the £4,000 budget will soon get eaten up. They'll need to be on their mettle to give this couple the boozy bolt hole they're craving. So our rival designers get straight to work. Each of them will come up with a design for Kerry and Mark's garden that works within their budget. The couple will then have to choose a winner, and whoever loses will have to help the winner build the garden. The £4,000 budget will be spent on materials, whilst Charlie and the Rich brothers, along with a crack team of landscapers, provide the labour.
Hello.
Hi, Kerry.
It's time for the designers
Hey, Mark. You were after
to pitch their ideas.
a garden that's a retreat to relaxing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, this is our design. So we know you wanted an outdoor entertainment space, somewhere for you guys to enjoy together on the weekend, but also to have loads of friends and family around as well. So what we want to do is give you the perfect pub garden. This is the existing patio that you've got at the moment. All we've done is we've extended it out with a bit of gravel, What that does is increases the area here. So if you've got loads of people in the house having drinks, they can flood out. You've got a much bigger space out here to enjoy it. We've led a central path straight up the garden. And what that does, it just elongates the space and draws you up into the garden and then into these other two spaces here.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be undercover. So we've got this pergola, and we're going to grow these. You almost feel like you're in, you know, this outdoor space. Climbers up, so you have this lovely sense of space inside. And then flowers, foliage, and the other space here is open. So if it's a nice sunny day, you can be out there enjoying the warmth. But, you know, it's still got a slight kind of boundary which creates this little room. So you still feel like you're in a different space in the garden.
You have a pathway going diagonally up. Now, the reason that the design is on the diagonals is to make the garden look wider and bigger. So you're going to come out and you've got your patio area at the bottom, and then we've got stepping stones dropping through the grass. So it's going to be a pathway. And then you get to your walkway of arches that will be dripping with lots of romantic roses and clematis and climbers.
Both plans keep a seating area in the shade and use paths to connect the different privacy areas of the plot, but have the
All nice and, you know, good, having a nice drink in the
designers considered the important matter of
garden, relaxing, but you feel like all prying eyes are on you and you can't relax. So what we wanted to do was to introduce some shrubs and trees so that it blocks these views from the windows and it makes you feel really private.
Now, you are vastly overlooked, so the pergola or walkway will give you some sort of privacy, but what I have done is put some key tall trees in, or shrubs, a bit of height. So we've got cornice, which gets covered in white flowers.
You wanted to put in a bar, so we wanted to put the bar under the cover here, so you can see it underneath the pergola there, in that spot, so you can journey through the garden, sit under some cover, and that's when you can enjoy, you know, your own little bar.
Because it's such a long distance to the. you can't. Once you sat down, you don't want to get back up again to get another drink.
And the bar is sort of shabby chic, so there's going to be going to be a nice storage. There'll be a wine cellar bowl in the centre, cellar in there. There's to keep you nice and warm with built-in seating, so there'll be lots of space to sit lots of people.
Lovely.
I will leave you to contemplate.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
will they go for Charlie's diagonal scented walkway and shabby chic bar? Or will they be swayed by the Rich Brothers' multiple rooms and statuesque trees?
It's a difficult choice to make, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're both giving us what we really want.
Yeah.
But they do need to choose just one design.
Hello.
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 It's been a very
Really
hard
hard.
decision.
Yeah, they were
But
both lovely.
we have opted for...
Ta-da!
Why did you pick mine? And I'm chuffed.
It was the flip of a coin, really, because both designs
Did you
were
go tails for whale?
a very, very hard decision to make.
I mean, if you did
Perfect, lovely.
go tails.
But no, it was
Gorgeous.
Charlie has emerged triumphant this time, but if she's going to build this party garden literally from scratch, she'll definitely need Harry and David's help. It's a sunny start to the build day in Corby, and the team are raring to go. First up, the old patio is lifted and the chaps mark out where Charlie's new diagonal design will sit in the garden. Next, the big guns are brought in.
Hold tight up there, Bowen. Does, mate.
James is bringing in barrow loads of crushed limestone as a base for the paths and patios. And Andy, while he's got the digger, is trying to improve the compacted soil.
Really well, so we'll get it all fluffed up to get some air into it, and praise be for diggers. You wouldn't want it. And obviously, we're going to be planting in here as we dig this by hand.
Meanwhile, Lee is using sleepers to edge the new sunny patio and bar area in the middle of the plot. Charlie chosen large sawn and honed sandstone pavers that Andy will butt up against each other for a contemporary look.
It's going to be a stonker today.
Out front, additional troops have arrived in the form of Charlie and the Rich brothers.
Pub garden. I want you guys making the bar stools.
Sounds like it's thirsty work today.
Well, if you're lucky and you work hard, at the end of the day, you can have a lemonade, and I might even give you a bendy straw.
Oh, curly straw.
No, bendy, only bendy, but isn't it? Now, so it's coming up, on the garden. This is going to be new.
Look at this.
I know, it's looking good patio. The sun sort of swings around that way. So come the afternoon, evening, this bit of the garden is in shade, which is ideal sometimes because when it's a boiling hot day like today, shade is good. The path leads up to the bar area, and we've got sort of stepping stones with gravel through it, which will match in with the new patio up here. And that leads round through the pergola to the bar patio. So we're going to have concentrated planting on either side, which will screen those houses at the back. Yeah, so lots to do. So I sold Kerry and Mark the idea of a shabby chic bar in their patio area, just for a bit of fun. I want it, you know, proper bar, foot bar bit so you can tuck the stools under the rail, high enough to lean beneath, even a swagnon on it, overhanging lights. Of course, Lee's got nothing to do. Lee, you're almost there, aren't you, with this pergola?
Yeah, putting all the tops on.
Yeah. This little bar, going shabby chic.
Lee's certainly got his work cut out today. Round the front, David and Harry are getting started on the accessories for the bar area.
A lovely byproduct of having all of these materials delivered to the garden at these pallets. Now, some of them can arrive a little bit tattered, but this one here is in good condition, so it'd be lovely to recycle it into the garden.
Meanwhile, Harry is knocking up a couple of bar stools for Kerry and Mark to perch around Lee's bar.
Hey.
Working hard or hardly working?
Worked hard, now not working.
Well, that's great. I'd say that's fabulous.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. That's fab, though.
You like
nice,
it?
Nice palette. And chunky, hey?
Yeah.
I'm fancy that. With a bit of zingy colour as well.
Are you?
Yeah,
What colour?
painting it. I'm thinking like that.
Ooh, are
Yeah.
you? Inspired by the mug?
Yeah,
It's like I was
lime
doing
green.
nothing.
Yeah. And you're putting the top on, yeah?
Yes, it's by there to go on.
Oh, okay.
So is it good timing that I haven't put it on yet?
Yeah, if I start painting it now, yeah, and you can get on with the next one.
Yeah.
Or even make a third one or fourth one.
Just two, I think.
Just two. Good. Chunky.
Yeah,
Chunky.
chunky and heavy. Well, Charlie's just stolen the one I was going to show you, but in essence, it's a very simple construction. And it's almost a systematic approach by cutting these legs, you've got 4 of them, and in turn I'm going to cut some little smaller pieces, very similar like this, and they're going to fit in between. I'm going to screw them together, that's going to create a lovely rigid framework for the stool. Now these posts, they're 3 by 3 inch, and they're softwood and treated, so they're going to have a lovely bit of longevity. And they roughly cost about £16, so that's a very cost-effective way of creating a bit of bespoke seating in your garden.
And as opposed to Harry's more systematic approach, I definitely call this one free form jazz. So I'm having a little bit of fun with it. What it's going to be, it's going to be a drinks shelf and a wine glass rack. So it's going to be cut off to about there. This is going to be the shelf where the bottles will go. Then underneath that will be another shelf with some notches cut out where we'll slot on the wine glasses. So it looks a little bit rustic at the moment, but I have no doubt that it's going to look great in the end.
Out back, Andy Andy's moved on to laying the second patio outside the house, whilst Lee finishes the pergola by adding the horizontals. The hard landscaping is really taking shape now, and the great news for Charlie is that she can start planting.
First plant going in, and what a plant! And absolutely perfect for this spot. This is the bar area. This is a vine, an ornamental grapevine. It's got these fantastic tri-lobe leaves, which look fabulous with the sun shining, known as the crimson glow through them. And it's a really vigorous vine, because come vigorous climber, and it's in the autumn, it changes to the most amazing colours. You get red, scarlet, orange, absolutely amazing. You can grow it up a tree, so if you've got a big tree, it'll grow up a conifer and look really beautiful. So it is very vigorous. And the reason I've chosen it for here is I wanted it to go up and over the top to make this nice shady walkway leading to the bar patio, but at the same time block the view into the garden from those houses. So it's actually creating a roof on top of the pergola. I can then plant some other climbers on the uprights to give scent and extra colour.
There are other vigorous climbers to choose from if you're looking for quick growth and cover. Honeysuckle is fabulous for its sweet scent, Mila Minute lives up to its name and has pretty white bracts, and Virginia Creeper has autumn colour.
Things out and unwrapping some. That's plant the stems. Planted. Now it's just a case of taking the cap.
Lee's made the frame for the bar.
They're looking good, isn't they?
Yeah, fantastic job.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, smashing. Yeah, just right. I'll have a pint.
Charlie's keen to get the structural plants into the garden.
Young men, I know you're having a great time and suddenly become very like, who? Just to help me get some of these evergreens in. So the pencil cypress, the trackless spurnum, the osmanthus, the prunus, the eleagnus, lots and lots of structure. The pencil cypress are going here. So I'm reckoning 1, 2, 3. Just there? Pause, just there.
Pencil cypresses add dramatic structure in the garden without casting too much shade. They're a great choice for a small plot, and whilst evocative of warmer Mediterranean,
Now this
Mediterranean climbs will easily
is Cornus cusa.
withstand a winter in Corby.
It's a beautiful small tree. It's got these beautiful, quite deeply veined leaves, and hidden amongst them is this guy right here. So these are actually bracts, and bracts are modified leaves. So at the moment they look very similar to the leaves themselves, but actually over the coming weeks these are going to change to white, a pure white, and flood the whole tree. But then inside is the flower, and that turns into the fruit then later on in the autumn. So all throughout the year it has show-stopping interest. It's going to be a perfect tree for this garden.
And this is Trachyspernum jesbanoides, and it's an absolutely beautiful climber, and has a lovely pure white flower that begins in kind of late June, and you can almost see the remains of it in September. So it's really going to provide this gorgeous kind of feature that's going to ramble up and really soften this.
Here it comes!
Lee, having made great progress with the bar,
Too heavy to build it all out there.
is manoeuvring it into position.
So even if Kerry gets up and dances on it, it's not going to tip over.
Yeah,
It's
you're going to
too
tip
heavy.
over. She can dance on the, drop down the slab bit, mate.
Is that an oak top you've got there?
That's oak top, yeah.
Cut that! Man walks into a bar. Ow.
I get it go.
And then we'll have shelf at about that level
Yeah.
to put me plants on. The woods, the tongue and groove.
Yeah.
Can we make that very shabby chic? So I'm thinking like washed, whitewash, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm a happy chap.
Elsewhere in the garden, the planting marathon continues.
Look at that. That's good. When positioning a tree in the garden, it should always be well considered. And this is Acer campestre, and here is where you get the last of the tree. It will grow quite large in the evening sun. And you can already see now it will cast quite a big shadow. The shadow is hitting the back fence. Therefore, it allows more sun to be on the patio late in the evening.
I'm planting up this container, and as this is going to be an area where everyone sits and relaxes, I wanted the colours to make them feel relaxed, so that's why I've gone for all the soft, pale, cool colours.
When planting a container, it works well when you have something tall to add height, something medium-sized for colour, and something to trail over the edge like ivy or petunias. Meanwhile, David's sanding off the rough edges of his upcycled wine rack. The bar is really shaping up to be a showpiece.
Oh, fantastic. This bar's getting better and better.
While there's a frenzy of activity in the garden, the boys have snuck away out for a pub garden, hanging front to let their imaginations basket making. Run riot on a project fitting.
I need more colour. Oh, that's ideal for the middle. Boom.
Really got to stand out, yeah.
There's no going back.
The team are working full pelt to get the garden as Charlie wants it. Gravel is being added to the paths and patio edges, and the fire bowl is put in position. Lee is giving his magnificent bar the shabby chic treatment with a wash of watered-down outdoor furniture paint.
I say, Lee, that looks great with those windows in there. Once we've got the mint in the middle, and the pink, fuchsia pink geraniums, and the lime green stoles, oh wowee!
With the titivations nearly done, there's just one important element left to address.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh!
Let the judging, any
Rash decision. Begin.
begin. Imagine mine being either a jellyfin.
Well,
Before you make fish or a spaceship, something very sci-fi and out there. And what's that? Just plants and hanging basket, if you ask me.
which one goes where?
It's got that one around the front.
If you don't want this in the garden, not a problem.
I
Really, not a
reckon
problem.
that we put one up there. Yeah.
Right back.
I missed that. Where's that going on the fence?
Next door to garden. No. No.
I am not offended in the slightest.
Yours here.
Are you sure I can go back on the fence?
No, here.
Somewhere about there?
A bit higher than that.
Oh, crap.
Right there.
All right.
And then I reckon yours, matey boy. Actually, I think it'd be better there, don't you? Because if it's there and you walk through, you're going to hit your head on it. Even us short people. Well, I'm short.
I mean, I'm not up in the clouds, am I?
You are sometimes when you think.
Pride of place.
Yeah.
The bar area is... The hanging baskets take that up
Don't break it, whatever you do.
with David's wine rack, Harry's stools, and some comfy furniture to relax on. This garden is ready for its grand unveiling.
And that's all of it. That's umbrellas, that's curly straws, strawberries.
Nice, is it?
Delicious lemonade.
Delicious.
Last orders, ladies and gents.
Oh, shall we just show Mark and Kerry the garden?
I think so.
And everybody out, the fire's going. Time for them to see the garden.
Before Mark and Kerry called the garden rescue team, their garden was the dictionary definition of a blank canvas. No plants, no trees, no structure, nothing. Holly has spent every penny on creating. Now it's had a fall in the pub garden to entertain the couple £1,000 upgrade and Charcoal and their friends. She spent £400 of the budget on rebuilding the patio outside the house. It's now big enough to share with friends who will offer a shady haven on summer days. The pergola-covered walkway provides a height and a fragrant floral passage to the back of the garden. The shrubs, perennials and climbers add much-needed colour and interest to the space all year round. The trees cost £370, but add elegance and privacy to the overlooked garden. They will mature over the coming years and the canopy will offer more seclusion. And last but not least, the new patio area is home to the couple's very own handcrafted bar. At a cost of £320, it's the perfect location for an evening with friends under the stars.
Kerry, Mark, you wanted a garden that wasn't so black for you to relax with friends and was a great entertainment and family space, but also a space. Hopefully we've done that. Do you want to open your eyes?
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Oh, I can't take it all in.
It's not our garden.
Oh, good. Well, it's such a dramatic difference, isn't it?
So we got planters. This is a sort of shade bog garden, so this will fill up with lots and lots of foliage over the summer. That one's the summer bedding plants, because I know you love your garden.
I do love my garden.
A bit of pottering.
Yeah.
So you've got nice petunias in there. And some ivies and some trailing plants.
Brilliant, okay. These slabs are gorgeous.
So this pathway leads you up, but we've got lots of different thymes and scented plants here. So as you knock against them, they'll be,
Lovely, smelly.
And then this is what I would call your glamorous border here.
Okay.
You've got your pencil cypress.
Yep, it's all my favourite
plants. So we've got several different
favourite.
And then peonies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got lots of really glamorous.
Great, love them.
I thought she'd like that bed. It's got a pencil cypress, got a peony, it's got a classy bed, and I think it really does look nice, doesn't it, with those cypress with the pagoda as well. Yeah, it's really cool together.
Yeah, I mean, when we first came, the garden was on a slight slope. Couldn't really use it because of that reason, but Charlie's created that lovely kind of level seating area up there. Suddenly, they're going to spend all their time at the back.
Wander through into your party area as well as your relaxation area.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know it's a fire pit. Brilliant.
Look at it.
Oh, look, it's amazing. Oh, look at that.
We thought, you and you're not like mixing your drinks and cocktails, so we got some mint there.
Brilliant.
Fabulous.
Huh?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Look at the little stool.
You like the stools? The boys, I mean, Harry made the stools, I have to say.
Oh, they're amazing. Brilliant.
The one behind. Yeah, well, it's on the other one of your side of the bar.
That is amazing.
You can perch. Come talk to me at the bar. It's just, look at this. It's absolutely, I could stand here all day. Yeah.
Perfect.
And then just down here.
What have we got hiding? Oh, look, brilliant. Look at our little wine bottle. Oh, the glasses! I didn't see that. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, at last.
Just look at this. Cannot get any better than that. I've got the sun in my face.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Drink on the bar. Oh, it's brilliant.
I've got to say, I love the bar area.
I know. I mean, it's such a lovely thing to be able to actually bring drinks out, store them all away, sit back on the sofa. It's a lovely big space up there, and especially with the sun. I mean, that garden's been full of it today.
So do you think it's been worth it?
Oh my God. It's more than we expected, isn't it?
Fridays now, I will be looking forward to it even more now, to know that I'm coming home. Yeah.
With a drink you put.
To sit in my own bar, in my own garden.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
To relax.